Okay, shall we start? What is A? It's aorta. It's given. It's aorta. Okay. Okay. What is J? Let's start with J. The right atrium. What is H? It's vena cava. It's vena cava. H is vena cava. It's a blood vessel getting the blood from the body. Okay. What is F? I'm not moving to G. What is F? Septum. So it would be ventricle, the right one. Okay. What is B? Yeah, is pulmonary artery. What is C? Atrium. What is D? Yeah, bicuspid valve. And what is E? Left ventricle, let's say. Okay, so the structure that separates the oxygenated blood and the deoxygenated blood, what would that be? The septum. Just wait. Okay, let me write F, septum. Structure that prevent the backflow of blood from ventricle to atrium. D, bicuspid valve. Oh, sorry, bicuspid valve. Next is given blood vessels that carries deoxygenated blood. The pulmonary artery. Oh, sorry. Yeah, vena cava. Yes, it can be both. You have to write one. Like B, it can be B. It can be H. It can be pulmonary artery, or it can be vena cava. Okay, structure that prevent backflow of blood from pulmonary artery to the right ventricle. That's the semilunar. Oh, we didn't name it. Okay, it's a K, semilunar valve. Okay, next one. The chamber of heart that got oxygenated blood. Now you can write both left parts. C and E can be there, the left atrium and the left ventricle. Ventricle or atrium, right? Anyone. Okay, chamber of the heart that contains the deoxygenated blood. Yeah, the right atrium. Yeah, right atrium and right ventricle. Okay, let me tell you one mistake which students usually make while filling in the table. Sometimes now both are given, letters are given and names are given in this question, so it's easy to identify what to write, where to write the letter and where to write the name. Sometimes nothing is being solved, they haven't given you any letter, and they give you only one column, either the name one or the letter one. So you need to look at this one part, whether they have asked you the name or asked you the letter. Whatever they need, you need to provide them. Okay, if by any chance you have written the name instead of letter, you wouldn't be given any mark. Okay, so you need to be careful in such questions in which table is given. Okay, next the graph is given, so it would be a more technical question. Okay, a group of students use a heart monitor to record the pulse rate of an athlete during a 5,000-meter race. The recording started just before the race began and ended just after it finished. Okay? So there is a start of game at 2 minutes and the end of race at 15 minutes, I guess. Okay, use data to describe the effect of exercise on the pulse rate. So here the word describe is given. So whenever there is a word describe, what you need to do, yeah, we used to sorry we need to write the readings, we need to write the values from the graph. Okay, what values are you going to give? Okay, okay, okay. So you need to give the value. Let's say the pulse rate is 44 or 46. Okay, let's say. Okay, and the unit would be, you need to mention the unit as well. So the unit would be beats per minute. Let's write it. Oh, otherwise the graph would disappear. Let's write on the side. So at the start of race, the heart rate or pulse rate is 40, let's say 46 bpm, beats per minute. Okay, then increases up to, okay, 170 bpm. Okay, remains constant. Okay, for, for how many minutes? Okay, for approximately 10 minutes. Okay, and then return back to normal after 2 minutes of when the race ends. Okay, now you haven't given the general. What is missing in your answer is the general statement, which should be given in the start of an of the description of a graph, whether it's increasing or it's decreasing. This is a general statement which you need to give. Okay, okay. Wait, we say that the pulse rate would increase, then remain constant. Okay, and after the race ends, it decreases. So this is a general trend. Then you have to give the reading or the value of each part. Okay, so this part is missing in your explanation. Okay, the next question is related to, okay, the explanation. Why do you think so that this one increases or decreases? Why it increases during the race, remain constant, and then it decreases? Okay, let's say first is the muscles one. Muscle contraction, muscle movement. It needs oxygen, so blood is transported more rapidly to provide oxygen. Okay, this is point number one. What's next point? If they're like 66 mark question, then you need to uh, write according to it. This is 1 mark. What would be second? Definitely, if there is aerobic respiration, then there would be production of carbon dioxide. So this carbon dioxide needs to be removed more rapidly. Okay, what could be the third point? Increased demand of nutrients. Now, for oxygen or for aerobic respiration, we need glucose. So, this also has to be transported through blood. So, if the pulse rate is high, only then it would be more. Okay. Okay, 3 points. What would be your point number 4? Okay, when you exercise, there will it's related to respiration. Chapter, there will be production of lactic acid. It needs to be removed. There would be oxygen that. What else be there? Okay, we haven't written aerobic respiration, though we have discussed it, but we haven't written aerobic respiration. The word, we need to write this word. We need to tell them that we are biology student. We know these terms. Okay, what would be your last point? Why it decreases? Yes, you can tell. Yes, you can tell about that. Okay. Okay. So they have told they have asked about only 2 to 3 minutes. I mean this one where there is a rapid increase. Why there is a rapid increase? So we need to tell according to this. If they ask about the about the graph, then you need to tell about that why it's decreasing or why it's becoming constant. Okay. Okay. One thing that we haven't written for sixth mark is actually related to the adrenaline part. The adrenaline basically it starts to stimulate our heartbeat, even our breathing rate. Okay, so whenever this question, the increase in breathing rate or the increase in heart rate is asked, you need to start from the adrenaline. You can mention that. Okay. Okay, let's move to question number 2.